I wonder if you're the narrator.
I mean, our voices are the same. So it's possible.
Yeah. But I mean, you as in the character are the narrator.
Ah.
You're on a path.
Yep.
You're here to slay her.
Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope, and it doesn't matter.
Nope.
I'm gonna quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also...
Narrator's such a
the cabin.
cheater.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I'm gonna turn around and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna quietly continue down the path. Wait. No, that would put me going to the cabin, right?
Good, yeah.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but
You're a
have
cheater.
to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of
The music.
familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Bitch, this isn't about you.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Huh.
The stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Wait. Hold up. That's actually interesting that like choosing this route actually just gets you a like rando ending.
You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? I died. The whole world ended. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Yep. Okay. Heading to that cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Silently proceed to the cabin. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. There are so many things. There are so many options I want to do right now.
Choose whatever one like fits your heart.
Which one speaks to you? Because I haven't asked you in a while.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm very curious about. I think I'm gonna ask, what the hell is she? No, I don't know. I want to see, maybe okay, no. I know I've said that one before, but I want to see what the new voice is, right? And I feel like that's the most neutral answer I could give to see what the new voice is and not potentially lose, Oh, that's actually really good to know. Explore options don't move the story forward, so you can do those mostly safely. Okay.
Well, I mean, that feels like a contradictory statement. Mostly safely? I mean, if it locks you out of other potential options, it may not be moving the story per se forward, but it means that it might be denying you out of other options for sure.
I'm gonna quick save. I'm gonna say okay, no.
Oh, don't you start a grab.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captain.
Yo, the contrarian! There is a contrarian voice! Hey!
Let's go!
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
I mean, we've kind of gone on the list. Just choose the next one you want to do.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Someone other than me.
Really? Who?
Who?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have that option. I kind of just want to say I'm going to stay in the woods forever. I'm curious
do
to
it.
see.
Just say it.
Yeah, I want to see what that
You
does.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay.
Oh,
we
there you
can't.
go. Denied.
I'm gonna lie. Yep, okay. Heading to the cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay that princess. Wink.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
That was just like me when I got the good ending.
A warning.
Yeah.
Before she
Yep,
will
yep.
lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior
Whoa!
is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement, You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
If the option to grab it and throw it out the window is there, I'm doing that.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Wow, the hero is actually acting for once.
Yeah.
We're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Oh, now I'm curious.
Just ignore the stressful geometry.
What if we get down to Princess and she's like a conglomeration of things?
Yeah.
Some weird monstrosity.
To us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
I'm gonna bring up the mirror.
We should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do if you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
Okay. We know if we take the blade, she's immediately going to be hostile to us because depending on how we enter the basement is what shifts things. Empty-handed or with the blade.
Well, what do you want to do? What do you feel? Blade? No blade?
I'm feeling no blade.
Yeah, when she moves her mouth, it shifts the perspective for sure. Want to feel no blade? All right, then don't take the blade. Just enter the basement without it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Bro.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Oh, I'm interested in hearing that.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Wow. The Contrarian is just really not like the narrator.
Oh. Oh, Arimeta, you choose. I'm gonna let you choose.
stairs to the left.
Yeah?
Our stairs to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Maybe we should turn around, guy.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Oh, I think we chose the wrong answer.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh. Maybe.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over.
Yep.
Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Oh, I want to ask her her name. Oh, do you happen to know me? I'm gonna start with name.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
Okay.
Or Your Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What
Oh my.
exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
That's what I wanted to do. I can't retrieve the blade. Getting down here was weird, like I was being pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Why is it all lit up?
It's all one option.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's multiple different realities.
Multiple different realities.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think what I'd do really matters, does it?
Huh?
I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. You either trust me, or you believe that I'm dangerous. What I say won't change how you already feel about me. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer.
Oh, just like you were saying earlier, Meta. She never gives a real answer.
At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
There it
Click
is.
it. Just do them all.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensible
This is wild, dude.
Yeah, this is
directions.
great.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
She's kind of merging with herself?
Yeah.
Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone.
Aw, I wanted to get another
We
voice.
were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh,
Well, here we go.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my, I kind of want to say it's going to be okay.
Say whatever you want. It's technically it's just a 5-choice answer of very much, like very good, good, neutral, bad, very bad.
I'll do my best. Oh,
Oh,
holy shit.
memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again.
I'm just gonna approach the mirror this time.
Go for it. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Well, here we go. What's our newest reflection?
You're nothing at all.
Oh, we don't even get
no.
reflected. Feels right though.
Wait, I'm a bird. Can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in the shadow, just beyond the reflection.
Oh shit.
I'm like a crow.
I think you know what I am.
Oh, I knew it.